What makes a game timeless? I mean, it's a fantastic question, purely because it can be defined in a bunch of different ways. Is it the gameplay? The kind of mechanics that feel so intuitive and polished that no matter how many years pass, they still feel just as fun, just as engaging? Like the way Tetris never seems to age, it's just blocks falling, but somehow it's endlessly compelling. Or maybe it's the story, those games that made you sit back and think, wow, I'll never forget this. Like the way The Last of Us didn't just tell a story, it made you feel it. Those moments stick with you. And then there's the aesthetic. A game doesn't have to be cutting edge graphically, it just has to have style. Look at something like The Legend of Zelda Wind Waker. People doubted it at first because of the cartoony visuals, but now, that art style is ageless. It still looks fresh and vibrant even decades later. Same with the music. Don't get me started on the music. The opening theme to Halo, or the overworld melody from Chrono Trigger. Those tracks don't just accompany the game, they define it. Play a few notes, and suddenly you're transported back. But maybe, just maybe, what makes a game timeless isn't just what's in the game itself, it's how it makes us feel. It's about the memories we tie to it, the way your heart races when you're down to the last lap in Mario Kart, or how you laughed with your friends while button mashing in Smash Bros, or even the quieter moments like exploring fields in Skyrim at night with nothing but the stars and a soft melody in the background. A timeless game has the ability to meet you where you are, at any point in life, and still feel relevant. And let's not forget the games that broke the mold, games that set the standard for everything that came after. Doom didn't just give us a fun shooter, it gave us the framework for an entire genre. Minecraft didn't let us build, it gave us the freedom to create and explore in ways that we hadn't done before. These games are timeless because they didn't follow the rules, they wrote them. So what makes a game timeless? Well, what better way of describing it than giving examples? So let's get right into it. But before we get started, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, and hit that bell for future notifications. If somehow we hit 900 subscribers by the end of the year, I'll do whatever the top comment of this says. I guess. I don't know at this point. Hey, it's me, CryoJustin, editing and post. When I originally recorded that video, I was around 890 subscribers. Now I'm like over 1,000, so clearly this is a little outdated, but I will keep my word, I will keep my promise. The top comment on this video, whether it's something positive, negative, or something that will humiliate me, I will do in the next video. But with that being said, let's get into the shit show of what makes a video game timeless. But speaking of Minecraft, what made it timeless in the first place? At its core, it's the ultimate sandbox, a game that hands you a world made of simple blocks and says, what will you do? Unlike most games that provide a set story or objectives, Minecraft offers unlimited freedom. You can build a towering castle, explore vast underground caverns, or simply survive against the elements. That freedom, compared with straightforward mechanics, ensures that every experience is unique, shaped entirely by the player's imagination. And the game's minimalist design plays a huge role in its enduring appeal. The blocky, pixelated visuals might seem basic at first glance, but they're uniquely charming and instantly recognizable. This simplicity allows games to age gracefully, avoiding the pitfalls of games that rely on cutting-edge graphics that eventually feel outdated. It's a world where creativity takes precedence, and the visual style encourages players to dream big. But beyond the aesthetics, Minecraft evolves with its players, making it a game for all ages. As I was a child, it was a playground for endless possibilities where the only limit was my creativity. But as I grew to be an adult, it offered a place of relaxation, nostalgia, or even collaboration. The game grows with you, offering something new at every stage of life. Its regular updates and new features keep it fresh, but the core experience remains familiar, ensuring players that they can always return to it no matter how much time has passed. Also, the community surrounding Minecraft is another main reason. It's not just a game, it's a platform where players connect, collaborate, and create. Mods, custom servers, and fan-made content have expanded the game far beyond its original scope, offering countless ways to play. Whether you're diving into a meticulously crafted adventure map or exploring a bustling multiplayer server, Minecraft is as much about the people as the blocks. This shared creativity and connection have turned it into a cultural phenomenon. And lastly, Minecraft is endlessly adaptable. It can be whatever you want it to be, a tool for creativity, a survival challenge, or a space for a community. Its simplicity and freedom make it accessible to anyone, while its depth and modding potential keep even the most seasoned players engaged. Decades after its release, it continues to inspire, captivate, and unite players, proving that the best games aren't confined by time, they grow with it. Then we get to one of the most iconic franchises of all time, Pac Man. And mind you, the original game came out 44 years ago, and it's still relevant to this day. At its heart, it's the simplicity of the gameplay. You're a yellow circle navigating a maze, eating pellets, and avoiding ghosts. It's easy to understand but deceptively challenging to master, with each level demanding quicker reactions and sharper strategies. The increasing speed of the ghosts and their distinct behaviors create a unique tension that keeps the players on their toes. This is a perfect balance of accessibility and depth that ensures Pac Man never felt outdated. The game's iconic design is another cornerstone of its timeless appeal. The bright neon-colored maze, the cheerful round Pac Man, and the vibrantly animated ghosts have become some of the most recognizable visuals in gaming. Their simplicity isn't just charming, it's enduring. These designs are instantly recognizable across generations, evoking a sense of nostalgia while remaining fresh and inviting. Add that to the catchy, upbeat sound effects, and you have an audio-visual experience that sticks in the minds of players for decades. What truly set Pac Man apart is how it created a sense of personality within its simplicity. The ghosts, Blinky, Pinky, Inky, and Clyde, each had distinct behaviors in the game, making them feel more like adversaries than mere obstacles. Players quickly learn their patterns and strategies, giving the game an almost chess-like quality. This subtle depth adds to the replayability, as each attempt to outsmart the ghost feels like a fresh challenge, even after countless rounds of playing it. Then there's the cultural phenomenon that Pac Man sparked. In the early 80s, it wasn't just a game, it was a movement. It dominated arcades worldwide, inspired merchandise, a hit song, and even a cartoon series. Pac Man became a symbol of the golden age of arcade gaming, bridging the gap between casual and hardcore players. Its universal appeal transcended cultural boundaries, making it a staple in gaming history. 44 years after its original release, it continues to be reimagined for new platforms and audiences, from mobile apps to modern arcade revivals. But at its core, the original formula has never needed to be changed. Proof of how perfectly it was crafted from the start. It's a game that connects people across generations, reminding us that sometimes the simplest ideas are the most enduring. From the very beginning, Super Mario Bros. Introduced simple yet precise mechanics, running, jumping, and navigating increasingly challenging levels. The controls were intuitive, but the design was full of depth, with secrets to uncover and strategies to master. It's the perfect balance of accessibility and skill that keeps players of all ages engaged. Whether you're a novice hopping across Goombas or an expert speedrunning levels, the core gameplay is endlessly satisfying. Mario, Luigi, Princess Peach, and Bowser are instantly recognizable and beloved across generations. The Mushroom Kingdom, with its bright, colorful landscapes and quirky inhabitants, is a place that feels both fantastical and familiar. These iconic elements have been reimagined and expanded upon in countless games, yet they always retain their charm. The consistency and tone and visual style has always allowed Mario games to feel fresh while staying true to their roots. Nintendo has continuously pushed boundaries from the groundbreaking 3D gameplay of Super Mario 64 to the creative level design of Super Mario Galaxy and Super Mario Odyssey. Every entry in the series offers something new while maintaining the core mechanics that define Mario. This ability to evolve without losing its identity has kept the franchise relevant for nearly 4 decades, appealing to both new players and lifelong fans, no matter what. Then there's the multiplayer aspect, which has made the Mario franchise a staple of social gaming. From chaotic fun in Mario Kart and Super Smash Bros. To cooperative adventures in Super Mario 3D World, Mario games have brought friends and families together for years. These games aren't just about competition, they're about shared joy, laughter, and sometimes a bit of playful rivalry. The franchise's ability to foster these moments of connection has cemented its place in gaming culture. Mario is timeless because he is more than just a character. He's a symbol of gaming itself. Mario represents the joy, creativity, and accessibility of video games, and each new entry in the series feels like a celebration of that legacy. As long as there are games, there will be Mario, reminding us of why we fell in love with gaming in the first place. But now we go over to the Legend of Zelda series, and especially Ocarina of Time. It begins with the way the series masterfully blends exploration, storytelling, and gameplay. Ocarina of Time redefined gaming by transitioning the beloved Zelda formula into 3D, creating an immersive world that felt alive and expansive. Hyrule wasn't just a setting, it was a playground full of mysteries, puzzles, and memorable characters. The freedom to explore, coupled with a deep sense of progression as Link grows stronger, create an unparalleled sense of adventure that resonates even decades later. For its time, the storytelling in Ocarina of Time was groundbreaking as well, weaving a coming-of-age tale that was both epic and personal. Players watch as Link transformed from a young boy to a hero of time, carrying the weight of Hyrule's fate on his shoulders. Themes of courage, loss, and destiny made the narrative universally relatable, while moments like pulling the Master Sword or the haunting destruction of Hyrule Castle as an adult remain etched in gaming history. It wasn't just a story, it was an experience that connected players emotionally to the world and its characters. Ocarina of Time also revolutionized gameplay, with mechanics that have become industry standards. The introduction of Z-targeting allowed players to engage in 3D combat with precision, setting the bar for action-adventure games. The design of dungeons, each of the unique puzzles and themes, provided a sense of variety and challenge that kept the experience fresh from start to finish. Iconic items like the hookshot, bombs, and Ocarina of Time itself added layers of complexity and strategy, encouraging exploration and experimentation. Koji Kondo's score, from the serene Zelda's Lullaby to the energetic Gerudo Valley, became an integral part of the game's identity. The melodies were not just background music, they were woven into the gameplay through the ocarina itself, making music a central mechanic. This interplay between gameplay and soundtrack added depth to the game and created tunes that players still hum decades later. Finally, Ocarina of Time had a lasting impact on the gaming industry and its players. It set new standards for storytelling, world building, and 3D gameplay that influenced countless titles across genres. For many, it was a formative experience, a game that defined their love for the medium. Even today, it continues to inspire and awe with its artistry and ambition, proving that Ocarina of Time is more than just a game, it's a masterpiece that transcends generations. Pokemon is well known across the planet at this point, but what made the Pokemon series iconic in the first place? At its heart, it's the universal appeal of the core concept, capturing, training, and battling creatures. The gameplay loop is simple yet endlessly engaging. From choosing your first partner Pokemon to assembling a balanced team, every step of the journey feels personal. This accessibility is key, whether you're a child marveling at Pikachu for the first time or a seasoned player optimizing your team for competitive play. The formula remains as captivating today as it was in Pokemon Red and Blue. A major part of the series' enduring charm lies in its vast and diverse world. Each region from Kanto to Paldea feels like its own ecosystem, filled with unique Pokemon, characters, and stories. The world building strikes a perfect balance between familiarity and novelty, inviting players to explore new areas while maintaining the series' identity. This sense of adventure, coupled with the thrill of discovering new Pokemon, ensures that every generation feels fresh and exciting every single time you play it. The series also thrives on nostalgia while continually innovating. For longtime fans, revisiting classic games or seeing old Pokemon return in newer titles evokes a powerful sense of comfort and nostalgia. At the same time, mechanics like Mega Evolutions, Z-moves, and Dynamax battles, as well as open-world elements in games like Pokemon Legends Arceus, show the franchise's willingness to evolve. This blend of the familiar and the new keeps the series engaging for both loyal fans and newcomers. Another key to Pokemon's longevity is its cultural impact. Few franchises have achieved the level of global recognition Pokemon enjoys, from the animated series and trading card game to the merchandise and mobile apps like Pokemon Go. The series' ability to transcend gaming and become a multimedia phenomenon has helped it maintain relevance across generations. Pokemon isn't just a game, it's a shared cultural touchstone, uniting players worldwide through a common love for battling and collecting. It's about embarking on a journey, building bonds with your team, and striving to be the best, whether that's as a Pokemon master or simply someone exploring the world for the joy of discovery. With its rich legacy, endless creativity, and universal appeal, Pokemon continues to capture the hearts of players, proving that its magic is as enduring as the Pokemon themselves. And one game I always come back to, no matter how weird it is The Sims. At its core, it's the freedom to create and live out endless possibilities. Unlike most games, The Sims doesn't rely on levels, battles, or a linear story. It gives you a sandbox to shape however you want. You can build your dream home, design unique characters, and control every aspect of their lives. This open-ended gameplay ensures that every player's experience is personal and unique, whether you're striving for success, creating chaos, or just enjoying a quiet virtual life. The series offers unparalleled tools for designing homes, crafting characters, and tailoring to their personalities and relationships. From the quirky charm of its furniture designs to the endless possibilities of the build mode, the constant addition of expansion packs and mods have only expanded this creativity, ensuring that the game evolves alongside its community. The Sims also does a great job at reflecting real life, with just enough exaggeration to make it endlessly entertaining. The mundane, like going to work, building friendships, or managing finances, becomes a source of fun when paired with the absurd, like death by cowplant or setting the kitchen on fire trying to cook. It's a game that lets players recreate their lives, escape them, or completely rewrite them, all with a playful and lighthearted tone that keeps it approachable. The Sims has a massive, vibrant community that shares creations, stories, and challenges. Whether it's downloading beautifully crafted houses or watching hilarious Let's Plays, players connect and inspire each other in ways few other games can achieve. This shared creativity and the sense of belonging to a larger community makes the game feel alive even outside of its virtual neighborhoods. It's a mirror of our world, full of joys, frustrations, and endless possibilities, but with the freedom to shape it however we see fit. Whether you're diving into the latest expansion, revisiting a childhood save, or simply laughing at The Sims' misadventures, the game's charm never fades. It's more than a game. It's a space for creativity, self-expression, and above all, fun. But enough about me yapping. What makes a video game timeless? I mean, that's the question after all. A timeless video game isn't defined by graphics or even gameplay mechanics. It's about the connection it forges with those who experience it. It's a feeling, an intangible quality that transcends the console it was played on or the year it was released. Timeless games capture the spirit of exploration, or the thrill of overcoming challenges, or the quiet joy of a story well told. They resonate deeply, not just because they entertain, but because they reflect something universal: our curiosity, our determination, our desire to connect. These games don't just offer a fleeting distraction, they become memories. You might find yourself years later, vividly recalling a particular moment or a melody from the soundtrack, and it takes you back to who you were when you first played it. They're not just products, they're companions woven into the fabric of our lives. A timeless game doesn't chase trends, it creates its own. It respects its players, trusting them to immerse themselves fully. And long after the world moves on, it lingers, not as a relic of the past, but as a piece of art that continues to speak to anyone willing to listen. And that's what makes a game timeless. It's not bound by time, but the heart of those who play it. And in complete honesty, when it comes to games I could have talked about that I personally think that are timeless, there are way more games that I had a lot of fond memories of playing, and I feel like a lot of other people did too. But when it comes to these 6 examples, I want to show you that these games resonate to people to this day. Even if you never played them, you know about the memories and you know about how impactful they were to video game history, because a lot of people had fond memories of any type of game that came from each franchise. And that is what makes a video game timeless. But again, hopefully you guys enjoy the video. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, and hit that bell for future notifications. Like I said, if we hit 900 subscribers by next year, I'll do whatever the top comment says. This is a really dumb idea, but we'll see how this goes. But with that being said, I hope you guys enjoy the video, and I will see you guys next time. Peace.